Hi students, welcome to Evershine Coaching Center. Myself Shafir Sulsohi. Dear students, today I have come up with the topic how to complete SSLC Mathematics revision in one day. As you all know it, today you have completed your first paper and just a day is left out, that is tomorrow, and the next day you are going to face your SSLC board exam for mathematics. That is the reason I am just preparing this chart. Please follow this. One very important note. All students should follow this rule only. Now what are the topics I am suggesting for you all? So please go according to this. Now what I will be doing here for you all. The first thing, okay. Please first refer your textbook. Refer textbook. Sir, how to refer the textbook? Here, I will be giving you all the page number, question number, which you want to study. Take that chapter, okay, keep textbook ready with you, part 1 and part 2, both the parts, keep ready your textbook, your textbook ready with you. Mark the questions whichever I am suggesting for you. So, do remember children, these all questions are very important for your upcoming board exam. Is this clear? So first we have to mark all the questions as the way how I am going to tell you all. Understood? First you refer your textbook. Today I am giving half of the syllabus. First you complete this. By tomorrow I will give you next half of the syllabus. This session I am going to make into 3 sessions. First session and second session referring the textbook. Solve each and every question whichever I am going to make you people to mark. Understood? Mark each and every question and solve each and every question from this, whichever I am suggesting for you all. After that, what we do is, we solve some important questions. We solve some important questions. Maybe these questions belongs to your textbook or it doesn't belongs to your textbook. Is this clear? Understood? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಗೆ ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಯಾವ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. अंडरस्टूड? ओके अंडरस्टूड, वेरी गुड. अगेन आई विल रिपीट. देखो बेटा, पहले हम टेक्स्ट बुक को सॉल्व करेंगे. आज मैं थोड़े चैप्टर्स के टेक्स्ट बुक के इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस को मार्क करवा रहा हूं. उस क्वेश्चंस को आप सॉल्व करना है. हर क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करना है. हर क्वेश्चन बोले तो जो भी क्वेश्चंस मैं आपको टिक करा रहा हूं या मार्क करा रहा हूं वही क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करना है बस. उसके बाद में अंडरस्टूड, उसके बाद हम थोड़े इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करेंगे. प्लीज कीप योर नोटबुक रेडी एंड टेक्स्ट बुक रेडी. मेक इट फास्ट. Okay. Now I am going to make card system. This is card 1. This is card 1. What is card 1? That is, the first here point is practice all the theorems. If you know the theorems, what you can do is, once you solve it, once you write and cross check, is there any mistakes are present in that. Okay, so altogether we have 5 plus 2 theorems, that is equals to 7 theorems. We have 5 theorems from triangles chapter and 2 theorems from circles chapter. If you want the questions, please follow my one more video if you want the way how the questions can be asked. Important questions, I have got my video in my YouTube channel. That is, the video name is important videos or important questions. Important questions of mathematics. I have got the video in my YouTube channel. That is Evershine Coaching Groups. In my YouTube channel, that is Evershine Coaching Groups. You can just go to the channel. If you want, you can subscribe that channel to get the latest videos. Okay, that is my YouTube channel. In that, important questions. Okay, video name is important questions. From there you can collect the questions and you can try to solve it. Okay, this is topic number 1. Next, topic number 2. You can refer the chapter constructions. Refer the chapter constructions. Sir, in this, which are the questions we want to solve? I'll tell you. Please mark it. If not, you can make a note of it, how I am writing. Okay. From construction chapter, you can refer example number 1 and number 2. Example number 1 and example number 2. From construction chapter, you can refer example 1 and example 2. Solve this. Solve the construction. Okay. And after that, we have exercise questions. That is exercise 6.1. Even NCERT students, CBSE students also can solve this. Even for you people also, these questions are very important. Okay. Exercise 6.1. In that, you can solve question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Is this clear? That is from example and exercise 6.1. And after that, you can take example, just a minute, after exercise 6.1, then you can solve exercise 6.2. From exercise 6.2, you can solve question number 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this clear? Now, particularly I am mentioning here for this exercise 6.2, only these questions are not sufficient. Only these questions are not sufficient. You need to try to solve still more number of questions if you want to if you want to know what are the different ways of questions. So what you can do is, even for this you can refer my YouTube channel, important questions. In that, I have given some number of questions which belongs to tangent construction. From that also you can collect few questions. You can collect some questions from that and try to solve it. To complete this, excuse me, yes. And after that, we have got the topic number 3, that is graph. Children, even for graph, also what you can do is, from the same video important questions, what you people can do is, you can start solving. I have given some number of questions for graph. Even you can collect those questions and you can start solving those questions. Okay. Next topic, draw less than and more than type ogive curve. Draw less than and more than type. So what you have to do is, I am giving you all some questions. What you should do is, okay, for the same question, solve 2 answers. Same question, just you see the table. Don't see any other thing. Just use look at to the table, look at to the values. Understood? After seeing to those values, draw less than type curve and draw more than type curve. Both the curves you need to practice for the same questions. Which are the questions are, you can refer your part 2 textbook, part 2, that is statistics chapter. In that, you can see there is a table 13.12. What is the table name? 13.12. Just see the table, take those values and draw less than type curve and draw more than type curve. Okay, that is there in page number 94. It is there in page number 94. And after that, we have one more table 13.17. Take the table values that is there in page number 107. Draw the less than curve and more than curve. And after that we have exercise 13.4. In that, solve for question number 1 and question number 2. I am telling again, for question number 1 also we have to draw two types of curves. But in exam we have to solve as per the given question. If they say less than, solve only for less than. If they ask for more than, then only draw for more than. But now here, practice in both the types. For question number 1 as well for question number 2. That is, draw less than type and more than type ogive curve. This is card 1. This is clear? Next, card 2. The chapter name is polynomials. The chapter name is polynomials. In this chapter, what are the things we want to study, children? First question, what is 0 of the polynomial? Children, this question is important. What is 0 of the polynomial? Next question, let me ask you the question like this. Write the number of zeros. Write the number of zeros in the polynomial. In the polynomial, you need to identify how many zeros are there. Okay, the questions you can refer from part 2. This chapter is there in part 2. Okay, that is page number 5. Page number 5 and page number 9. Page number 5 and page number 9. You have to find the number of zeros. In that, you can see the graph. By looking to the graph, you need to find how many zeros are there. You can get that type of question. And after that, you can expect the question like this also. That is, write the degree. Write the degree of the polynomial. Write the degree of the polynomial. The questions may be like this, that is x square plus 3x cube minus 2x plus 5. In this, what is the degree of the polynomial? In this, which is the highest degree? That is, power 3 is highest. So answer is 3. Okay. If not, the question can also be asked like this also. That is 3p square minus 2p plus 4p to the power of 5 minus 6. So what is the highest degree in this? That is 5. Power 5 is highest. Understood? So you can get the question like this. After that, you can expect the question like this also. That is, write the any one of this they may ask you. That is, write the standard form of linear polynomial. Write the standard form of linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. Write the standard form of linear, quadratic or cubic polynomial. You can get the question like this, and also you can get the question like this also. That is, write the formula. Write the formula to find the sum and product. To find the sum and product of its zeros of the polynomial. You have to write the formula to find the zeros and product of the polynomial. Then next question on this chapter you can expect, that is, write the formula to frame or to form the quadratic polynomial. To form the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are m and n. Whose zeros are m and n. So these are the theory based questions from this chapter, and after that you have to solve the problems like this. It comes under page number 11. Page number 11, you can open that page number 11. In that you can see that is example question. You can solve this example 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and after that exercise 9.2. In that we have question number 1. In that solve for option 1, option 2, option 3 and option 5. Next, second question. In that for option 1, option 2 and option 5. And next you can take page number 14. In that you can solve for example 6, 7, 8, 9. Then page number 17. In that question number 1. In that solve for option 1 and option 2. Next, for question number 4. Question number 4. So this is part 2. From this chapter, I want you all need to solve each and every question which all is been mentioned here. Is this clear? Now let's see the next part. Next, part 3. Part 3. It comes in part 1. The chapter name is pair of linear equation. Pair of linear equations. Chapter name is pair of linear equations. In this, you can expect a question like this. The first question: write the standard form of pair of linear equation. And after that, please refer table 3.4, which is there in page number 71. Page number 71, table number 3.4. Okay. In this, all conditions you need to refer all conditions properly. So you can expect at least one question. From this table. Remember. So you need to refer table 3.4, all conditions properly. At least one question you can expect from this table. Be careful. It's very important. They will give the diagram and they can ask you the question, or they will give you the question and they can ask you the condition. Anything. And after that, the next topic, that is example 3, exercise 3.2. Solve for exercise 3.2. In that you can see question number 1. In question number 1, you can solve for option 1 and option 2. Okay. And after that, question number 2. In that option 1, option 2 and option 3. And in third question, option 1, option 3 and option 4. You can solve for this, and then you can solve question number 5. Is this clear? And after that, example number 7. Solve for example number 7. And then exercise 3.3. Exercise 3.3. In that, what you can do is, from first question, option 1, option 2 and option 4. You can solve for this, and then question number 2, and then what you can do is you can solve example 11 and example number 12, and after that you can see it's there in exercise 3.4. It's there in exercise 3.4. In exercise 3.4, that is question number 1. Question number 1. In that, option 2, and we can solve for option 3. Option 2 and option 3. Next, example number 15. Example number 15. Next, exercise 3.5. Exercise 3.5. In that, question number 2, option 1 and option 2. Next, example number 17, 18 and 19. And then exercise 3.6. In the question number 1, option 2, option 7 and option 8. Okay, this is part 3. We can solve these all questions which has been marked here. Okay, part 4, coordinate geometry. Students, one important note on this chapter: you can expect one question from this chapter for 3 marks based on understanding level. Okay, you need to be very careful. Just you use your basics to solve that problem. They may ask you to prove something kind of question. And after that, we can see here, write the distance formula, midpoint formula, section formula and area of triangle. Remember all these formulas. And apart from that, one more thing I just like to mention here, you need to find the distance formula. You need to find the distance formula from the point to origin. From any point, they will give you some coordinates from point to origin. So what is the distance formula we use? That is d is equals to root of x square plus y square. Remember this formula. This is the distance formula from origin. If it is normal, if they give two coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2, then d equals root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. And next, one important note. Remember, coordinates on x-axis always it will be x comma 0, and coordinates on y-axis will be 0 comma y. And next we have centroid formula. Okay, it's not mentioned. In case if they ask also, find the centroid formula, write the centroid formula. Just you have to use this formula. G of x comma y equals x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So x1, x2, x3 values will be given. y1, y2, y3 values will be given. Just substitute here and find it. So what is the value of g of x comma y? Next condition is collinear. Very important. On this topic, you can expect definitely one question. Okay, chances are more to ask. Okay, so when can we call the points as collinear? 3 or more than 3 points are said to be collinear if all the points are lie on the same straight line. Example, let me consider if this is a line. If this is a line, assume all these points lie on the same line. Then we call these points as collinear. So here we have two conditions to say whether the points are collinear or not. So first condition is, by using a distance formula, you can prove whether the points are collinear or not. How means sum of any two sides. Okay, sum of any two sides is distance between any two sides. Okay, sum of any two sides should be equal to the third side. You find example. Let me say this is your triangle ABC. Okay, first you find the value of AB, then you find BAC, and you can find BC. You add any two small values, that should be equal to the larger value. Any two small values you add, that should be equal to the larger value. Then we can call the points are collinear. Then area of triangle. By using your area of triangle, you can use the formula and you can say that final answer should be equal to 0, hence the points are collinear. And next topic is trisection. In case if you find any problem based on trisection, remember AB are the two extremes, okay, two ends. P and Q are the points, and the distance between A to P, how much it says, same distance it is there from P to Q, same distance it is there from Q to B. Means these all are equidistant, that is AP equals PQ equals QB. Now first step what you should do is, step number 1, first you consider P value. That is APB. A to P, let me say it is 1, then P to B it is 2. Okay. It means what is the ratio? M1 is to M2. It is in the ratio of 1 is to 2. By using this condition, use section formula and solve the values. Anyhow, they will give A and B values. And even they will give you the values of P also. In case, P only we need to find actually here. So you can find P coordinates. Okay, x comma y. This is x1 y1. A is x1 y1. B is x2 y2. P is x comma y. You can use this condition and solve this. And step 2, instead of P, we are going to take Q. Okay, from A to Q, that is 2, B to Q, it is 1. It means what is the ratio? 2 is to 1. Again, use section formula, find the coordinates of Q of x comma y. Okay, that is nothing but your problem based on trisection. Next, solve the problems. You can take page number 132, example 2, 3, 4, 5, exercise 7.1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, and example 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, exercise 7.2, 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, and next example 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 you can solve, and then exercise 7.3, that is question number 2 and question number 3. You need to solve these all questions once to ensure, yes, I know this chapter 100%. Is this clear? Next, let me go with the next part. Next, part 5. The chapter name is real numbers. In that, state Euclid division lemma, mathematically, state fundamental theorem of arithmetic. What is composite number? You can try to solve these question answers. Sometimes, what is lemma also? Okay. Next, you have to solve the problems. Page number 151. In that, example 2, 3, 4. Okay. Exercise 8.1, question number 1 and 4, example 6, 7, 8, and exercise 8.2. And after that, we can solve or prove that root 2 or root 3 or root 7, okay, is an irrational number. Anyone you can expect the question. Similarly, prove that 5 minus root 3, 3 plus root 5, 5 minus 2 root 3, 3 plus 2 root 5, 6 plus root 2 is an irrational number. And next, prove that root 2 plus root 3 or root 3 minus root 2 is an irrational number. Then exercise 8.4, question number 1 and question number 3. So these are the questions you need to solve from the chapter real numbers. Part 6, quadratic equation. So in this chapter, you people can get some theory questions also you can expect. Let's see which are those. The questions can be like this. Write the differences between linear equation and quadratic equation. Write the differences between pure quadratic equation and attracted quadratic equation. Write the standard form of linear equation, pure quadratic equation, attracted quadratic equation. It is also called as quadratic equation. In case if you are not getting the solutions for these questions, please you can refer my YouTube channel in the quadratic equation chapter. Okay, the first video of that chapter, I have explained these all answers. You can collect the information in case if you doesn't know. Next question. Write the equation obtained in a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals 0 if a equals 0 and b equals 0. You can see here we have a question, a condition that is ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. In case if you substitute in place of a as 0, so what happens to the equation? So what is the equation form? What is the name of that equation? If you substitute in place of b as 0, this type of equation is formed. You need to write the name of the equation. Next, discuss the nature of the roots. Okay. Next, the roots of the quadratic equation depends upon dash. On what value the roots of the quadratic equation depends. Next, write the discriminant of the quadratic equation. Next, page number 20. In that you can see example number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to solve, and exercise 10.2. In that question number 1, in that sub question 1, sub question 2, sub question question 3. Next question number 3, question number 4 and question number 5 of the exercise. Then example number 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15. Next exercise 10.3, in that question number 1, in that sub question 1, sub question 2, sub question 4. Next question number 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Then example number 16, 18 and in exercise 10.4, question number 1, 2 and 3. So these are the questions you need to practice for this chapter. Next, card number 7, probability. In this chapter, you can study some theory questions. That is, what is probability of an event? Next, what are complementary events? Write the differences between possible events and impossible events. Sometimes they will ask you the definition like what is possible event or what is sure event. Okay, and impossible event is also called as null event. Okay, so you need to remember. And what is random experiment? What is mutually exclusive event? And what is elementary event? And next you can solve the questions. Example number 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 12, 13 and exercise 14.1. You can solve question number 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 21. So these are the questions you need to practice from this chapter probability. Card number 8, the chapter name is circles. You can get the question like what is diameter, which is the biggest part of the circle, what are complement circles or what are concentric circles, major segment subtends dash angle, minor segment subtends dash angle, right angle subtends dash angle. And after that you can get the question like write a formula to find the length of the tangent and you can solve the problems in exercise 4.1, question number 1, 2, 3, 4, example 2 and 3. In exercise 4.2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 11. Okay. Dear students, so today we are going to end the topic here, understood, till card number 8. And rest of the cards I will be going to disclose with you all tomorrow morning. Understood? So this session we are going to continue in 3 ways. This is session 1 which I have done till card 8. And for the next of the chapters, what you have to solve from the textbook, that I will be uploading tomorrow early morning itself, that you can solve it. And after that, the next part, after you complete this everything, then I will be giving you some important questions. Okay, maybe those questions belongs to your textbook or it doesn't belongs to your textbook. It means it is written or it is not written. So we can find that those number of questions, and you can start solving those questions answers. In case if you are not finding any answer or you are finding any doubts, okay, so what you people can do is you can contact me any interval of time. If you are finding any doubts while solving your problem or if you have any doubts with mathematics, you can call me on my number, that is 9964 257 448. This is my WhatsApp number also. This is clear. And alternate number is 9611 276 So this is my alternate number, and this is institute name is Evershine Coaching Center. Evershine Coaching Center. Is this clear, children? And my name is Shah Faisal. Yes. So we do have branches in Tannery Road and in Shivaji Nagar, Bangalore. So these are the places what we have got the branches in Tannery Road and Shivaji Nagar. So this is my WhatsApp number 9964257148. So you can call me, you can contact me, and you can clarify your doubts. So wish you all the best of luck. Do well. So I want like today itself we have to complete these all videos at any cost. Is this clear? This all card till card number 8 we have to solve by today itself, by today evening, by today night. Got it? Tomorrow we solve the next cards, and after that we solve some number of questions. Is this clear? Thank you for watching this video. If you have liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe this channel. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best of luck. Do well.